Union Minister Smriti Irani, who is in Kolkata at this time, has broken her silence over the entire Emblem fight. The Emblem fight has just gotten bigger. She says the ones who destroyed the constitution are now speaking about it. The ones who cannot respect Ma Kaali won't be able to respect the national emblem, says a feisty, fiery Smriti Irani, who is in West Bengal at this time. A day after the emblem has sparked widespread politics against the government, Smriti Irani has now jumped in to defend the entire emblem issue. Before we show you what Smriti Irani has said, the Congress party is the latest from the opposition to jump into the big war over the new emblem that was unveiled yesterday. Jairam Ramesh, the media in charge of the Congress party, has just put out a statement to say to completely change the character and nature of the lions on the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath is nothing but a brazen insult to India's national symbol. Karti Chidambaram, Lok Sabha MP from the Congress party, with me on the phone line. Karti, the Congress, the latest to on record oppose this emblem that's been unveiled yesterday by the Prime Minister.
See, national emblems have to follow a certain protocol when they are reproduced, particularly on government installations and in government publications. Has this emblem been, have they followed the protocol, and is it a true replica of what the national emblem is supposed to be, is the question. If it is, so be it. But if it is not, why was there any deviation? And secondly, on a
okay, we've lost that audio link, unfortunately, with Karti Chidambaram. We'll try and re-establish that audio link with him on the phone line. But he's taken a slightly softer tone to what the Congress's Jairam Ramesh has said. Jairam Ramesh has basically just said that this is a demolition of India's national emblem. But Karti Chidambaram says if there is no change, then so be it. So there appears to be different voices coming in from the Congress party. But here is what Smriti Irani, Union Minister, has just said at a press conference.
जिन लोगों ने संविधान को अपने पैरों तले कुचला, जिन लोगों ने संवैधानिक परंपराओं का मजाक उड़ाया, आज वो उस एम्बलम से डरते हैं जो भारत का प्रतीक है, जो भारत का गौरव है। जो लोग मां काली का अपमान करते हैं, वो राष्ट्रीय एम्बलम का भी अपमान करें, ये आपके लिए हैरानी की बात नहीं होनी चाहिए।
Okay, Karti Chidambaram of the Congress is back with us on the phone line. Karti, apologies, we lost you there for a moment. Go ahead. You were saying.
Yeah, as I said, if national emblems have to be reproduced, they have to follow the protocol which is prescribed. Has this reproduction followed the protocol? Because when you print it or when you install it, you got to follow protocols. Same with the flag or any of the symbols. This is a national symbol. And if they are, and I'm sure there is a written protocol somewhere in the Ministry of Home. And the government simply has to say that they have followed it. If they have followed it, if they have not followed it, then how can an emblem which has not followed the protocol be installed on top of the parliament? And secondly, for this event, why weren't all party leaders invited? It's the House of the People. They should have invited all floor leaders of the various political parties which are present in the Lok Sabha. Why should only, and the Rajya Sabha as well, why should it be an exclusive affair of the Prime Minister and the Lok Sabha Speaker and only the government?
Karti, the government says that this pillar is a representation of the original from the Sarnath Ashok pillar, that there is no difference. There are perceptions being made because, most people are used to seeing it in 2 dimensions. This is in 3 dimensions. There's a bottom angle of it which shows the features as more pronounced. Do you buy that?
If I have to reproduce the flag or any symbol, there is a certain protocol, correct? I'm sure the protocol is written somewhere. In some manual, in the Home Ministry it is there. I'm sure there is something there. I don't know. I've not read it. I'm not claiming to be an expert. Why can't they just take, yes, the protocol says this should be the dimensions, this should be the expressions, this should be the color, this should be the tone. Let them just put it out and answer that. I mean, why go about all this saying that it's a perception difference? Then maybe we'll get our eyes checked. Maybe they can all sponsor a free eye checkup for all of us if all of our perceptions are wrong. But just put put out the protocol and say how you followed the protocol. That's all.
Because the government says that this is a non-issue being made into an issue by the opposition. Even within the opposition, Karthi, there appears to be different voices. Your party has just put out a statement via Jairam Ramesh to say that this is an insult to the emblem. You know, you are asking a question, but your party has basically gone ahead and said it is already an insult.
I endorse the position taken by our communications head, Mr. Jairam Ramesh. He speaks for the party, and I definitely endorse what he's saying. But the point is, why can't the government simply say this is the protocol and we have followed the protocol? Why can't they simply say that? Why go into this saying that it's a perception, you're viewing it from a different angle? Put the protocol out. They simply say this is what the Act says and we have been true to the protocol and we have reproduced it. End of story. I mean,
Final question. Is this more about the opposition parties being left out of this ceremony rather than the pillar itself, Karthi? That is one of the questions we're going to be raising as well.
Of course, you see, when this is not an inclusive government, this is an exclusive government. That's very clear. When you're especially having an event in Parliament, when it is about a Parliament building, shouldn't all parties which are represented in Parliament be called? I mean, wouldn't that be the basic decency to do it? Wouldn't that be the basic courtesy and the protocol to follow? Why should it be an exclusive event of the ruling dispensation and the government? Simple as that. And the Speaker is a custodian of the House. He should have invited all floor leaders.
Karthi Jairam, Lok Sabha MP of the Congress Party. Thanks very much, Karthi. Appreciate your views on this developing story here on India Today.